Good morning. Today we are going to start with the topic contingent contract. Okay. In simple manner, what is contingent contract? It means the performance of a contract, the performance of terms and conditions of a contract depend upon some condition. Means the parties have agreed that on happening or non-happening of certain event, the performance will be done. That is called as a contingent contract. See, when performance of a contract does not depend upon any condition, that is called as a absolute contract. There is no condition. The performance will be done. I am going to sell my house to you. You are going to pay price to me. Simple contract is there. No conditions are there. I am going to sell, you are going to purchase. We are having consideration for each other. The performance is not having any condition. Such a type of contract is called as a absolute contract. But when I say that I will sell my house to you only if you appear for the exam or you get the first class or distinction in the exam, then only I will sell my house to you. Means this is a condition which I am putting, that I will sell the house, means I will perform the contract only when you do something, you get something. So this is a contingent contract. Okay. Now what is section 31 telling? A contingent contract is a contract to do or not to do something if some event collateral to such contract does or does not happen. Section 31 is defining contingent contract. Okay, now collateral to the event, my selling of house to you is the main thing. That is not a condition. It is the main thing of the contract. But when I say I will sell my house to you if you get distinction in the exam, it means this is a condition and which is collateral to the contract. So in a contract, when there is a collateral condition, it is a contingent contract. By this section, we can consider certain essentials. What are the essentials? Its performance depends upon happening or non-happening of some future event. And the second is what? The event must be uncertain. The event on which everything is depending, the performance is depending, that is uncertain. Such a event, such a condition is collateral. It is incidental to the contract. We'll take an example for this as a contract of insurance or contract of indemnity or guarantee. Contract of insurance, if something happens, if it is a fire insurance for the goods, if fire occurs, if the goods are destroyed, the insurance company is giving me a promise that they are going to pay me the value, isn't it? So that happening of an event, happening of that fire or destroying of the goods is a collateral event. So contingent contract is that where the performance of a contract depends upon some condition. Its performance depends upon the happening or non-happening of some event, future event. The event must be uncertain, and the third is the event must be collateral. Okay. Now section 31 is defining contingent contract, and the further section, that is 32, 33 and all till 36, they are telling about, you can say, rules of contingent contract. Like if the performance of a contract depends upon happening of an event. If the performance of a contract depends upon happening of an event, then the event must happen. If it happens, the contract is valid. If the event does not happen or the event becomes impossible, then the contract will not be performed. That agreement is void. That is mentioned in section 32. We will just see section 32 and then we will see in short what are the rules. 32. Enforcement of contract contingent on an event happening. Contingent contract to do or not to do anything if an uncertain future event happens cannot be enforced by law unless and until the event has happened. If the event becomes impossible, such contracts become void. Got it? Means happening of an event is there. Our example was getting a distinction. Then only I will sell my house to you. You get the distinction. Then I have to sell the house. If you don't appear for the exam, no question of distinction will come. So no selling of house is there. Such a contract is void. Okay. Now section 32 is telling about happening of an event. Section 34 is telling, Section 33 is telling enforcement of contracts contingent on an event not happening. If a condition is there like not happening of an event, I will perform the contract if the event does not happen. If the event does not happen, if the event becomes impossible, the contract is valid. If the event happens, then the contract is void. Okay. First rule what we saw, that is mentioned in 32, happening of an event. Second, that is mentioned in 33, not happening of an event. Now the third is, that is section 34, when event on which contract is contingent to be deemed impossible if it is the future conduct of a living person, how a person is going to act in a certain condition. If that person acts according to the terms and conditions of the contract is valid. But if he goes against it, against the terms and conditions, then the contract is void. Okay, we'll take an example here, which is an illustration for section 34. Okay, A agrees to pay B a sum of money if B marries C. B has to marry C. A living person has to do something. C marries D. The marriage of B to C must now be considered impossible, although it is possible that D may die and then C may afterwards marry B. But here it is impossible now because the marriage has taken place. B had to marry C, but before he could marry, C married D. So the marriage between B and C is considered to be impossible. So the contract is void. Okay, that is the third condition. Section 35, when contract becomes void, when which are contingent on happening of specified event within a fixed time. Section 35 is telling about when time becomes essential. The condition is there, but the condition is to be fulfilled within fixed time. Means the time is essence of contract. I will pay you money if the ship arrives before 1st of June. So 1st of June is very much essential here. The ship has to arrive before 1st of June, then only the contract is valid. If the ship arrives afterwards, after 1st of June, the contract is void. If the ship shrinks, okay, so now it will never come before 1st of June and it had to come, then only the contract will be valid. But the ship has sunk, the event has become impossible now, then the contract is void. Okay, now this is an example of happening of an event within a fixed time. We'll take an example. If time has been fixed but the event should not happen, I will pay you money if the ship does not arrive before 1st of June. The ship does not arrive, the contract is valid. The ship arrives after 1st of June, the contract is valid. Because the condition was what? It should not arrive before 1st of June. Got it? And if the ship has sunk beforehand in May and all, then also the ship will never arrive before 1st of June. The contract is valid. Means when a condition is there, happening or not happening, but that event should happen or not happen before a fixed time, the condition must be fulfilled before the fixed time. Okay, now that is section 35. Section 36 is telling agreements. Yes, specifically the word is used, agreement. Agreement contingent on impossible event, they are altogether void because the condition itself is impossible. Contingent agreement to do or not to do anything if an impossible event happens are void, whether the impossibility of the event is known or not to the parties to the agreement at the time when it is made. The condition may be known to the parties, it may be unknown to the parties, but the thing is that the truth is what the event is, the act is impossible. So the agreement is void. A agrees to pay B 1000 rupees if two straight lines should enclose in a space. Now two parallel lines are there, they will never get together, get enclosed in a space. The agreement is void because it is impossible. So 5 rules we have seen from section 32 to 36. First is what? Happening of an event. The second is non-happening of an event. The third is how a living person is going to act. The fourth is what? Happening or non-happening of an event within a fixed time. The fifth is what? When it is impossible, when the condition is such which is impossible. The first four rules, the contract is valid sometimes if the condition is fulfilled, and otherwise it is void. But the fifth is what? It is based upon an impossible act. Therefore, the agreement is altogether void. Okay. Bye bye. See you in the next video.